What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. I'm back. D to the E. We are here. It's been 3 months on the year, and your boy is back. And I guess I should probably explain what happened to me. Did I fall off the map? I fell twice, got back up, broke a leg, fixed it, put some tape on it, and some Robitussin, and now I'm walking crooked. But let me tell you something. It's been a minute since I've been here, I know, and I'm sorry. You know, as a new content creator, I know we're supposed to be on the ball and chain, just swinging over here and swinging over there, but our brother got tired. Let me tell you something. It wasn't the YouTube thing that really got me going. It was really World of Warcraft itself. After my last video, some stuff went down, and I just kind of got burnt out. Not burnt out of the game, like I didn't want to play, burnt out of the direction that they was going in the game. I don't remember what it was, what happened. Something had happened. I logged in. I made a couple muffins, didn't have any, you know, toppings for it or something, or my strawberries went bad. I don't know what happened. I was trying to grow bananas in the oven. Something went wrong, right? And I was trying to figure it out, and it wasn't making any sense. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this game. Boop boop, unsub. And I was like, no, I'm really gonna stop playing. And my raid team was like, stop bullshit. And I was like, no, I'm gone. It was like, no, you won't come back. And I was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, yes, you is. And I was like, watch me. And I didn't come back. But actually, I was dealing with some real life stuff on top of all that. So that's what had happened. So now you got the full picture. But today we're talking about WoW Classic. So let's get into that right now. So with WoW Classic finally being out and putting the test server stress testing, we stress testing all over the place. Your boy has not got an invite yet, but that's okay. But check it out. I am used to remembering the good old days when I played World of Warcraft back 2004, 2005, 6, 7, going on, you know, ever since the beginning. And I'm not really, you know, expecting anything to be different in my mind. I know if I go back, and I will be playing it, the question is, I mean, what will I play? I know they're not going to have the original servers that they had before. I played on the Skilla server initially as Dimension the Warlock. I'm not going to tell you what server I'm playing on this time until I made my character, because I don't want anybody to steal the brother's name. So, but it will be Dimension the Warlock to relive my glory days. Let me tell you something. Back when World of Warcraft first came out, I played EQ, right? And back then, when you played EQ, there was this thing where you had to do, when you ran out of mana, when you was out, you was like, man, I'm burnt out. I can't do nothing. I gotta sit and play cards. We gonna watch this giant that we gotta pull. We gonna play some cards so I can regen my mana. You'd have to sit there and meditate, because somehow meditating made you regen some stuff. Somehow, right? So it took a long time. You was low level, wasn't, you know, it's kind of fast. When you got to a higher level, it took a little more time. Right? So when I played World of Warcraft, one of the most revolutionary things I would never forget, it changed my life. I mean, I was seeing all kinds of stars that wasn't even there anymore. I was seeing unicorns was blossoming. There were birds chirping. Butterflies were being born from places I ain't never even discovered yet. It was a beautiful time in my life. Let me tell you something. When I ran out of mana as a warlock, I think I was casting Shadow Bolt or Bolt Shadows, or some kind of Shadows and Bolt combination, something like that. The mana was gone. The blue bar was empty. It was no longer there. And I was sad. I had little tears coming down. I was like, how I get my blue bar back? How I get that back? How I get that back? Now blue bar, how I get it back? And they was like, check it out. What you got to do is, you go sit down, you go drink this special water, and your blue bar is going to come right back. It's just going to take back to the top, 0 to 100, real quick. I said, stop playing, man. Stop playing. You got to meditate. Shoot, I know my EverQuest situations. When I see one, you need to sit and meditate. And it was like, no, just drink it real quick. And I was like, word? And it was like, yeah. I was like, cool, let me drink. Drink that real quick, and the blue bar straight up, sure enough, came out of nowhere. And I was like, so you telling me I don't have to meditate? It was revolutionary, y'all. Let me tell you something. Because I spent so many years, that was the system. That was a system of getting your mana back. You had to sit and meditate. You had to sit and think about that next Jeopardy question that might come on when Alex was going to read it out. You might be able to get it. I might not be able to get it. I think his name was Alex. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've seen that show. The point is that I was used to a certain system, and then I was introduced to a different system that was better, more efficient, and I got super excited. Revolutionized? You know what I'm trying to say? My whole gaming experience, I never wanted to go back. I ain't going back. And that's what happened. Now, what I'm trying to point out here is we have been playing World of Warcraft. This 2019, 20 to the 19, and we have become accustomed to a lot of things that we weren't accustomed to back then. Not to say that people are not going to love Classic, but people are going to be a little bit more good a little bit more debonair at the game nowadays than they were back then. Now, see, one of the things that makes classic so classic is because back then there were things happening that had never happened before, right? So you were experiencing dopamine popping, pop, 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 all over the place. You were so excited. He was like, boom, boom, I'm addicted. This is my game. Triple Wind Fury, kidney shot, Shadow Bolt, Frost Bolt, whatever class you played has some sort of nostalgic feeling to it, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't act like, don't look at me like that. You know what I'm talking about. If you play Classic WoW, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because I know I played the Warlock, and when I heard that kidney shot, I just left the computer. I just knew it was over right then and there. I just knew it was over. Whatever. I ain't playing with it. I had to sacrifice my Void Walker and everything just to prolong the death, just to make him mad. Anyways, back to the point. The point here is that when you played vanilla WoW, it was revolutionary in its time, which added to that nostalgic feeling, right? So if you go back and play Classic now, what you're going to experience is you're going to have that same nostalgic feeling, but it will not hit you the same way as it did initially, nor should you expect it to, right? But it will capture the hearts of those looking for that classic feel, that initial grab that got you into the game, that initial like, you know you want to play me 24/7, let's have it, let's make it, drop your girlfriend, don't need a job, who needs a house, we can play on the laptop, free Wi-Fi, Starbucks, meet you there at 7. I'm just saying, that's the way the game will still get you. And the whole point that I'm trying to make is that people are complaining. They're looking at these test servers, these stress servers, and they're like, oh, I can't log in. I'm getting stuck in a character. You know, all these lists of things that they're saying are bugs, but they realize it was actually like that. They're saying, oh, the mobs aren't hitting with the correct damage. Yep, this is a long time ago, and as players, all we have are our memories and our videos and whatnot that we may have taken way back then. If you had fraps, holla if you hear me. High five, bye. But you know, Blizzard had the actual hard copy. We had hard copy. It was like, no, back up. We got the hard copy. Let me put the hard copy in. Let me give it a couple spins. And let me show you what's up. Let me tell you exactly how it was. And so Blizzard is spinning it out, and they're showing us how exactly it was. And you know, I think that if you are looking for authenticity of a classic server, you will get that. If you've never played it, you will get that, but you might be a little it might tick you off just a little bit. It might be a little bit too much to handle, losing all your quality of life situations that we have now in BFA. So people you know, they say, oh well, it's gonna take you a lot, you're gonna be able to get to level 60 a lot faster. Well, yeah, of course you're gonna be able to get to level 60 a lot faster nowadays. People are better at the game. We have played this game so much that the spells might change, but it'll only take you a couple hours to kind of readjust and get used to the system. Once that system is down, you're going back into muscle memory, and if you didn't play back then, you create muscle memory pretty quick because you've been playing World of Warcraft for X amount of years already. So yeah, you're going to be better at the game, you're more efficient at the game, you kind of already know the layout. Remember back then, I remember hanging out, it took me 10, 12, 14, 15, 20 something levels to realize that there was a city next to the starting area for undead. I ain't lying. I think I was running up, you know, around the big lake that was there, and going through some trees, and I kept dying and running back, and I was like looking at some walls. I saw like a bunch of like stone walls. I was like, there's a city here? No. Hey, hold up. Where's the stop sign? Nobody didn't tell me that. How come I didn't get the Carfax? Nobody told me there's a city here. Nobody. I saw people running, but I didn't know there was a city. And you would think to yourself, how you missed that? I missed it. I didn't know there was a city there. Okay? But you know more stuff now. The layout is imprinted in your brain because we've been playing this game for so long. So, of course, you're going to be more efficient. Now, people just don't remember Classic the way they think they remember Classic. And I really hope that it doesn't kill it for those looking for the skillet that they used to pop them eggs, making omelets back in the day when things were sizzling. You feel me? Oh yeah, I just made that up off the top, off the dome. I got skills, baby. I got skills. You already know. Anyways, moving on. When people say, oh, Classic was this, it's so great, and they go back and they want to jump back in, they want to play Classic, boom, they got all these memories in their head, and they might be surprised to find out that the classes, you know, just don't feel the same as what they felt back in the day. Now, I love the Warlock class. Now, I have a couple of memories in my mind that will always forever be there. One of those being when I did drink that little special potion and the blue bar came back, and it was like, it came back, I broke up with it, and it gave me a second chance. That's kind of how I felt. You know, I remember getting into PvP battles out in the world. I remember 2v1ing 2 paladins out in was it Serengor, somewhere around there. I just like certain battles that I remember these things because for me, there was an accomplishment. I think that was the first time I ever killed 2 people by myself. And I know you gonna say, well, it was 2 paladins. It's not like it was a big deal. Classic paladins, you know, were easy to kill, yada, yada, yada. At least as a warlock. It's up for debate. That's PvP. That's a PvP debate. But for me, being able to take on 2 paladins who jumped me out of nowhere, and I had my little fire stone to make my other fire sword drizzle with fire like I'm a melee something, because for some reason warlocks melee stuff back then, you know, remember that? That was a milestone for me. Lots of milestones because I had never experienced them before. So when I go back and play classic WoW, will I still have that same feeling? Will it still capture the same nostalgia as it did before? Yes and no. Yes, I feel like there's a reason why you love Classic. I still believe to this day why people love EQ Classic and WoW Classic, and that will stay the same. But there are going to be some key differences in that you're better at the game, more efficient at the game. Things are, you know, kind of layering out with technology and things like that, the way they're organizing the servers and how they're doing things. So there will be some differences, but go into it with an open mind. You gotta go into it with an open mind. And I think overall this is great for the WoW community. Now, it would be funny to me, it would be hilarious if, let's just say, I don't know, 5 million people came back just for Classic. No, he did it. Yes, he did. What if 5 million? I mean, I know it's kind of out there, right? But let's just say it happened. Let's just say it happened. Let's just say. Just real quick. Let's just say it happened. If 5 million people came back and played Classic WoW, what would Blizzard do with that? I mean, man, think about that for a million. 4 or 5 million. Think about that for a minute. If Blizzard saw that, it's like, what would they be saying? What's the message you sending a company when the majority of players are playing your classic versions over your current versions? What do you do with that? Do you get a time machine and the next launch is, you know, coming back? I don't know, but I thought that would be funny if that actually happened. If people were subscribed and they came back and, you know, they're like, oh man, everybody's playing Classic now. What's going on with that? So whether or not they're gonna, you know, continue doing this, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of talk between they're gonna, you know, go down the line. Burning Crusade, Lich King, and these were pinnacle times again, because what else did you have? There were other MMOs out, but none of them had the scope, complexity, or popularity like a Blizzard game. World of Warcraft did. Now, I remember standing in Best Buy. There were 3 separate locations. I don't think I remember anything past Mr. Pandaria. I don't remember exactly where I was when I bought it. But the original World of Warcraft, I was in Anaheim. The Burning Crusade, I was in Irvine. And the Lich King, I was at Best Buy in Anaheim again. And I remember these locations vividly because I remember Irvine being a huge... it may have been for Cataclysm, actually. They did a huge release party or release for the game right next to Cheesecake Factory, because I used to work there like way back in the day. It's a long time. And the point I'm trying to make here is, like, I remember these grand events, and this game was big and it encompassed, you know, all these people, and it was new, and like there were millions of people playing this game, right? And I can't remember the last expansion that you know, Battle for Azeroth. You know, I bought it digitally. Didn't talk to anybody about it. Didn't have this huge party about it. There was no fireworks. No frogs was jumping. Trees didn't grow faster. The grass was still green. I don't know exactly why it changed, but I just wasn't excited as I was. I mean, I played it. I was like trying to, you know, get in there and everything, but the experience was a lot different. So I hope that this changes and it rejuvenates the general public's personification of what real MMOs should be like. You feel me? I don't know. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. This is a great thing. I will be playing the Warlock. That will be my main. I do not plan on playing multiple classes. Not gonna probably have enough time for that, but I definitely will be playing the Warlock, be bringing you footage from that, be bringing you, depending on what kind of guild I'm gonna be in, where I'm gonna be, I'll let you know all the details. I am so happy to be back on doing my thing, and you guys, I will ask you these questions in closing. What do you think about Classic WoW? Do you think it's good for the game? Do you think this is gonna be as popular as I think? 5 million might be too much, might be a stretch. Maybe a couple 100,000, 400,000, 500,000, maybe. Do you think the classic situation will revolutionize further expansions? Will it really affect the way Blizzard looks at other expansions? They say, hey, you know what? We on to something here. Maybe we should get back to our roots like you should have did 10 years ago, and let's make something happen before Cataclysm. I'm just saying, my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. You guys, if you like what I'm bringing to the table, please like and subscribe, support your boy, follow me through, and I'll check you guys in the next video. This is D to the E, signing out. Peace out.